I love journaling, and other than working out, I would probably say it's my favourite habit. I feel like a lot of people see it as a diary where you write Dear Diary at the top and you follow that by paragraphs about your day. But it's not that. Well, it can be that if that's what you want to do, but if that doesn't sound appealing or useful to you, it doesn't need to be that, and there's countless different ways you can journal. So why should you even consider journaling? On a daily basis, our minds generate hundreds of thoughts and emotions, some positive, some negative, but until we take those thoughts in our head and turn them into words, they remain a bit wishy-washy. And when things are unclear like that, it's harder to take action and work through stuff. If we're being honest, I think we all try to ignore the problems running through our mind, but there's something about writing them down that makes them feel more manageable. And it's kind of like exposure therapy. The more you write about your problems or what you're thinking, the less they affect you. When you're able to write and think through a problem in your life, whether that's in a notebook or on your phone, it instantly gives it less power. So you can obviously do whatever you want in a journal, but if you have no idea where to start, here's 3 simple suggestions. So one thing that I've done is write one short line about something unique that happened in your day. So this is just a cool thing to look back on, and it kind of slows down time and makes you appreciate how much stuff actually happens. Another thing, write something you're grateful for. There's loads of studies being done on gratitude and how it builds up your awareness for seeing good things. I do genuinely think it works, and yeah, you basically just start seeing more things throughout your day that you're grateful for, and it makes you happier. And as a final suggestion, every now and then, write down how you could have made your day better. And this basically just helps you identify bad habits and ways you could improve. You know, if I'm constantly writing about my bad snacking habit and how rubbish it makes me feel, I'm going to be 10 times more likely to make a change. Rather than just letting those thoughts float around my head, I'm writing about them and more likely to take action. So now I'm going to talk about getting into journaling. So if you're completely new to it and you've never done it before, it's very unlikely that you just go out and buy a physical notebook and start journaling in it, especially if you're a guy. So here's the solution. Just do it all on your phone. It's very likely that you spend 1 to 6 hours on your phone every day. So just swap 5 minutes of TikTok scrolling with 5 minutes of writing. And if you do download an app like Day One, that does give you prompts to answer. So you don't need to think through a full system or way of doing it. Just download that app, answer the prompt every day, and just see where it goes. So I've journaled for about 4 years now, and I love how quick you can type stuff out, and adding photos is nice and it feels private, and it's cool that you can just search for whatever you want and find it instantly. But in 2023 I bought my first physical journal and spent the full year just writing in this, and I honestly think it's something that I'm going to go back to. I'm at a point where journaling in my phone just feels kind of repetitive, and doing it in an actual notebook has a lot of benefits. So visually it was more enjoyable, it feels more personal and unique. I can set it up however I want and do little doodles in it or whatever. Writing with a pen is nice, and it's weird that 1 year last year when I did journal in a notebook, it almost feels more memorable. Knowing that full year is basically in this book, I feel like I can visualise it better for some reason. So for 2025, I think I'm going to be going back to physical journaling. So here's my final argument for getting into journaling. To me, most people enjoy going through old photos and old videos of themselves. So imagine having a wee bookshelf filled with books that have cool memories and just lots of moments of growth in them. And just being able to go through them and see your growth over the years. I just think having something like that is pretty cool. Photos are great, but having words that you've specifically written down and just stories and experiences, it's a nice extra to the photos. But like any self-care habit, journaling won't solve all your problems. If done correctly, it can 100% help you deal with your emotions and thoughts in a healthier way. It can also help you work through any personal growth type stuff. It can help you appreciate and actually notice more of the good things in your life, and kind of lets you live life twice. Reading things that have been written by you, just like looking at a photo, brings back memories and lets you relive that experience. Journaling is one of those rare things where it's good for you in the moment when you're writing, and it's also great for you in the future when you're reading back through it.